everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here.
Which is just people talk for awesome, which is what you are.
So for the 7th and final day of the TV Sweeps Week, we are going to be talking about animated shows. I've got 3 shows to talk about, briefly of course, and we will just take it from there. So the first show that I want to talk about is a show that's been on for a while, and I finally found some time to watch it, and that of course is the FX series of Archer, starring H. John Benjamin, Jessica Walter, Chris Parnell, and a whole bunch of other crazy cast members. So the hype is real, guys. Archer is definitely one of the funniest shows that I have ever seen. It is great to finally see another adult animated show that is not Simpsons or Family Guy, that is just so hilarious and out there. I haven't seen a great show like this since shows like Aqua Teen Hunger Force or Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, or C-Lab 2021. And ironically, there is a reference to C-Lab 2021 in these 6 seasons. I powered through them all on Netflix. They're all there if you ever want to give this show a try. If you just want a great, outrageous laugh, Archer is the show for you. And I'm also looking forward to January when it airs once again on FX, and I'm going to be watching the 7th season. The next show that I want to talk about is on Disney XD, and that, of course, is the 3rd season of one of my favorite shows on television, Star Wars Rebels. Of course, we pick up where the 2nd season left off, and it really ended on a dark tone. Very much unexpected with how adult the show actually got. But this year is no different. It's still holding to that true, mature adult element, and we are watching Ezra grow, and that's another one of the things that I love about the 3rd season. They've actually changed the animation of a couple of the characters to really make them look like they're aging, like they had Ezra's hair cut off, and of course we all know what happened to Kanan, and he now looks a little bit different, and Sabine has dyed her hair once again. But of course, it's all about the Rebels fighting the Empire before Star Wars A New Hope, and we have gotten one of my favorite characters in the Star Wars lore showing up, and that is Grand Admiral Thrawn from the Timothy Zahn trilogy, starting in the first book, Heir to the Empire, followed by Dark Forces Rising in The Last Command. Everything about this character, because I thought he was one of the most brilliantly written characters in all of Star Wars, they gave the personality I expected him to have on this show, and while he is not as prominent as some of the other villains like Agent Callus, he is still, whenever he's on screen, he truly gives me chills. And of course, all Star Wars fans are going to appreciate this show because of all of the awesome stuff that leads in to the original Star Wars trilogy. We saw a couple of characters from the movie show up again in their younger forms, just like we did last season, and I'm very curious to see if we may in fact get some other really familiar ones, because I would love to see a young Han Solo. I would love to see Obi-Wan Kenobi just show up somewhere in the shadows, or maybe even see Uncle Owen or Beru, or hell, why not show Luke Skywalker? They've already shown Leia in Season 2, and it was really, really nice to see her. But again, Star Wars Rebels very strong this season. I am enjoying watching this series unfold. And the final show that I want to talk about today, of course, is the Rooster Teeth animated show on the internet, and that, of course, is RWBY Volume 4. All of you RWBY fans out there, we all know how Season 3 ended. It caused people to just have their jaws hit the floor or even shed a tear or two. And now we are picking up where the story left off, and right now we're only 5 episodes in at this point in time. I haven't gotten the chance to see episode 5, but it's not as fast-paced as the last season, because the last season was very exciting, but we're basically building up to something huge, especially with what we uncovered in the first episode. What we're really doing now is we're just taking a look at the 4 main girls to see where they are at this point in time, and I've got to tell you, it's really been hitting me emotionally, especially with what happened with Yang, and of course, the fact that Vice isn't there to help her friends at this point in time is also a really sad thing to see. But I am really really excited to see what's going to happen with Ruby, especially because of the fact she's got some allies and they're on a mission to find a couple of things to take down this new evil that apparently is looming in the background, because let's face it, Cinder was not their biggest threat. We definitely saw something big at the end of Season 3 coming, and now I am really excited to see the battle of good versus evil take shape, and I'm really curious to see how we're going to end this season. Ruby is definitely one of the coolest and most innovative shows, and you can actually catch it on Netflix as well. So if you want to see anime meets Grimm Fairy Tales meets Harry Potter meets steampunk, Ruby is definitely a show for you. And that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching all 7 episodes of my December TV Sweeps Week. And please leave a comment in the box below if you want to talk about any of the 3 shows that I have mentioned today. And I'm looking forward to another Sweeps Week in the end of the spring when we take a look at all of the January to spring releases. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Actions speak louder than words.